Hi everybody, this is Karen with Kinetic Karma. I am so lit to be here today with you. I am going to do a divine feminine love reading. I want to know what's going on with the divine feminine when it comes to love, where she is. I'm using, where is the deck that I'm using? Where's the box? Oh, okay, here we go. I'm using Love Oracle by Tony Carmen Salerno. It looks like this. The front of the box looks like this. And I'm definitely wanting to know what's up with the divine feminine when it comes to love. Actually, I'm going to do a divine feminine, divine masculine, both. So please, oh, okay, they're falling out as we go. I've already prayed, just so you know. This is my second attempt to doing the video. The first one didn't record. So here we go. So we have Divine Feminine, so beautiful. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Yes. Put it right there. And for the Divine Masculine, isn't that gorgeous? I love these cards. The artwork is off the hook. Life is a series of constant shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, baby. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where you land. So, take a message, Divine Masculine, from the water. Go get yourself into a swimming pool and float. Or, swim, be around water, drink more water. It'll help you to flow. Get in the shower and ask that you be released from whatever it is that you're holding on to that is not meant to be at this time. And that you are allowed to just flow, to stand in trust and faith and flow. And in the middle, what we have is a card that's bringing two together is new beginnings. Look at that dove. It's like, it's like peace. It's like peacocking. It's like sun shining. It's like success. It's like, I am so happy I went with the flow. I am so happy that I trusted and I gave myself patience and time to rest, to heal, to reflect. I am so happy I did, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be where I am now. And this, my friend, new beginnings. New beginnings, nice, clear, clean, not tainted, This is what you're wanting. This is what's coming. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Yes, my dearies. So this is the message for both. It's the connecting. But know, divine feminine, as the tears run down your eyes. Look at that. As there's a little shadow, but it's a beautiful shadow over you, that you're cocooning. You're healing. You're understanding. You're being blessed. Know that. And Divine Masculine, know that everything happens in perfect time and space, and what is upon you, what you're resisting, is only the door to new beginnings and new joy and new life, they're saying. New abundance. So don't resist it. Let it happen. There's stages. We're going from from spring to summer now. The solstice happens. I think it happens on the 21st through the 22nd, 23rd. I think that's when at least that's when it used to happen. I'm a little bit confused about if it has been moved up a day or so, but generally speaking, we're in the time frame of shifting of seasons, of changing of the cycle from spring, you know, where things were underground, to summer, to where things are going to start to bloom. So we're not far away from what it is that we've been manifesting, what's been buried, what's been done in the dark, what's been gestating and being nurtured is going to come up. Now, it's just a little bit longer. It's, you know, the beginning of summer. It's not full summer yet. So we're not fully bloomed. We're not fully open. Our desires and everything that we've been working on is not fully here yet, but it will be. So just know, hang on, keep doing the work, keep watering that seed. It's like we've got to water our seeds. We've got to know that just because we don't see it in front of us, just because the physical 3D is not affirming what is already happening in the ethers, that is coming down because of our desires, because of our vibrations, because of our work, because of our commitment. These things are like really, really important. If I were cooking, and I like to cook, okay, if I were cooking a long, involved meal, like say Thanksgiving dinner, I'd have to prepare. I'd have to buy a lot of different things. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's going into the preparation. Before that dinner hits that table on Thanksgiving Day, there's a hell of a lot of stuff that I have to do. I have to get the money. I have to go to the store. I have to make a list. I have to know what I'm going for. I have to make time, you know. All of these things happen before you even see that damn dinner on the table, okay? So it's the same thing with anything else. In order for divine love to come into your life, you got to heal from what you've already been through. In order for, you know, divine love to come into your life, divine masculine, you got to let go of the old cycle of love and heal that and let go so that the new beginnings can come in. You know, in order for me to cook a Thanksgiving dinner, you know, I got to clear my kitchen. I got to clean. I got to create a space that is blank so that I can create a whole new healthy dinner. If I leave stuff all over the counter, if I don't wash dishes, if I, you know, have stuff all disordered, that people could get sick. It could be, you know, contaminated. It could be food. It could be bad. And trust me, you know, I've done a lot of Thanksgiving dinners, and there's a very specific way that you got to do it. Now, and if you don't know, ask somebody, okay? So if you don't know something about what it is, that how to heal yourself, if you don't know why you should let something go seek a professional. You know, get counseling, do something, because it's necessary. And the time you spend lamenting, the time you spend hemming and hawing over what has passed, over what has happened in the past, is the time and the now that is the gift that you could be pouring your meditations, your work, your devotion into that seed that is growing under, that's about to bloom. And it's directly proportioned. What you're going to get out of what this new beginning is, you're going to get a direct proportion of what you put in when it was unseen. Okay, so the devotion that you had to yourself, to clear yourself, to heal yourself, to do the work, the devotion you had to break away and to cut the ties and to let go of the dead that no longer serves you in your life, that's not living, all of that is going to show up in the new beginning. Or not, you know, it'll be directly proportioned to what you put in. No kidding. So, wow, I need a drink of coffee. So, enough of that. I don't want to sound preachy. I don't want to sound, you know, like I'm trying to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you the skinny. And I believe it's very neutral, but if you think not, you know, hey, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to do it the way you do it. But I would advise you, I would highly advise you to take a look at what it is that I'm saying here, what it is the ancestors are channeling through me that they're saying you need to look at. Not me, not Karen, no, but the ancestors, your guides, your spirits, because that's who the freak I'm connecting to right now. Okay, and from Archangel Michael cards, we have the perfect fitting card. Detach from the situation. My prayer, Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachments to fear or drama so that I may be created in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. So no matter what it is you're dealing with, divine feminine, divine masculine, say a prayer. Ask your guides, ask Archangel Michael to support you in cutting the ties to whatever is troubling you, whatever is keeping you out of your divinity. And your divinity is peace. Your divinity is love. Your divinity is light. So if you're in the dark, if you're depressed, if you're low energy, if you're low vibing, ask Archangel Michael to cut whatever it is that is binding you. Maybe you need to change your diet. Maybe you need to go to the doctor because there's actually something going on that's causing you to have a low vibration that you need some medicine for. I don't know. You know your life. If you ask, you shall receive. If you really want to know, if you really want to vibe higher, if you really want new beginnings that are beautiful and fantastic, ask. Ask what it is you need to do to the divine, to God, to your guides, to your angels. Invoke. If you don't ask, they cannot help you. They can only give you messages and you can breadcrumbs and you can pick them up or not. So it's up to you. Okay? Whoa, this reading is quite powerful. Quite powerful. And it's so interesting because Archangel Michael has wings. You see the wings? And when I put it on the bird, the dove has wings. So it's actually going to be like this. He's cutting the cords and the dove is on top. He's cutting the cords and the dove is rising. Okay? He's cutting the cords of your tears, of your emotions. He's cutting the cords of negative experiences, of low self-worth. He's cutting the cords of child abuse. He's cutting the cords of inter-family generational curses, they're telling me. He's cutting the cords. How do you clear a curse? That's a whole nother video. And I'll be happy to make it because I had to do this. Okay, I had to do this. How do you show appreciation for your ancestors? How do you invoke, on a daily basis, protection and light? How do you spiritually cleanse yourself in order to create new beginnings that are like this, pristine, victorious, pleasurable? How do you do that? Wow, this is all the work that we're doing as divine masculine and feminine in the now. We're not looking outside of ourselves to see what somebody else is doing so that we can copy it and hopefully be like that. No, we're looking within so that we can know the sacrifices that we have to make. We're looking within so we can find the courage to face the things that we have been avoiding. What's somebody else is doing has nothing to do with us. Even if it's your divine masculine, even if it's your mama, it has nothing to do with us. What we do with us and God, what's between us and God, that is where the skinny is. That is where the change takes place. It's an internal process, not external. Once you happen to go in and do the work on the internal, then it will automatically show up on the outside. And people who don't know look at that light, they look at that blessing, they look at that beauty, and they say, damn, I want that. And then they start hating on you. They start sending negative energy to you because they say, why not me? Because you haven't done the work. Because you refuse to look at yourself. You rather look at somebody else and blame somebody else. You're not accountable. God is accountable. God is all encompassing. God is responsible. God is truth. Okay, in my book. I don't know about your book, but the divine is within, and it generates from within and flows outwardly. So the haters are looking at what's coming out, not understanding how you got to where you got, not understanding the sacrifices you had to make, not understanding the work that you had to do, the watering the seeds, the devotion, the exercise to get the body that you have, the mental calisthenics that you went through, and the study and the discipline over and over again to get to where you are in your career. They don't understand that because they didn't see that. All they see is the results. But that's okay because, life is teaching us all, and we all will learn in divine right time. So what makes the divine feminine and what makes a divine masculine is the fact that we're willing to do the work. We're willing to go inside. We're willing to actually be in a place and a space that is healing for us. And we're not looking or focused on the outside. We're focused on the inside, and we're doing the work so that we can have better lives, so that we can create and break generational curses and create generational wealth, health, and abundance in our lives. These are not small things. These are great things. And divinity is great. That's who we are. That's our potential. And we all have this potential, but not all of us are going to exercise it. Not all of us are going to even know that there is an opportunity for it to be, because the pain and the hurt and the illusion is so freaking deep. You're so mired in your dysfunction until you can't get to the power or the strength to do what a divine feminine does, or to do what a divine masculine does. You just don't have the strength, and there was a time in my life when I didn't have the strength. I had given so much of my power away. I had given so much of my free will away, and I had turned my eyes and blind myself so to the point that, it felt like I was a black mat that people just walked on, a doormat. For real. I felt, if I could visualize myself in the lack of power, it would be that I was a black floor mat and people just walked all over me all the time. And I didn't know where I was going to get the power or the motivation from to heal my life. All I knew was that the pain was so much until there was no choice but for me to either jump into something new, to keep striving little by little, scrap by scrap, crumb by crumb, to dig myself out of the dark pit that I had allowed myself to get into, or die. It was one or the other, or kill somebody. Those were the two options. I was either going to die, I was going to kill somebody, or I was going to dig my freaking self out of that pit. And I made the choice to dig myself out of that pit, step by step by step, failure by failure by failure. It wasn't easy. It took years. It took failing. It took over and over and over again going back to square one, saying, okay, what else do I need to do? Saying prayers, please help me. Saying, doing things, getting training, It took an immense amount of time and energy and commitment for me to dig myself out of that pit. And I did. with the help of my guides, my angels, God, thank you. And I'm here to support you if you're, at a place where you don't feel like you can go on, where you feel like it's a loss. I'm here to tell you, no, you can do it. I did it. You could do it. I've had a really, really dramatic life. More so than the TV dramas, my life, I'm going to write a book. And when I do, I know it's going to be a seller because my life has been crazy drama. Okay. And I have come long way. So with that, I'm gonna leave you guys. And I hope I haven't been too preachy. I hope that this benefits some of you and it gives you motivation. It gives you determination to keep doing the right thing and keep walking that good red road to your success, to your new beginning. And when you get there, I hope that it is abundant and prosperous for all. Namaste.